Welcome to this lesson on common mistakes. Today, we're going to learn about false friends. False friends are words that look similar or sound familiar, but they have completely different meanings. This is one of the biggest challenges for English learners, and understanding them will help you avoid embarrassing mistakes in conversation. So what exactly are false friends? False friends are words that look or sound similar in different languages, but they have completely different meanings. For example, the English word embarrassed means feeling shy or uncomfortable. But in Spanish, the word embarazada sounds very similar, but it actually means pregnant. Imagine the confusion if you mix these up in a conversation. Why are false friends so tricky? First, your brain sees a familiar spelling and automatically assumes the meaning is similar too. This causes confusion. Second, false friends can lead to serious miscommunication and awkward or embarrassing situations. Third, direct translation doesn't work with these words, so you can't rely on your first language. Finally, many learners feel overly confident about these words because they recognize them, but then use them incorrectly. This false confidence is the most dangerous trap. Let's look at our first example. The word actually means in fact or really. You would say, I actually enjoyed the movie to mean you really did enjoy it. The word currently is completely different. It means at present or right now. You would say, I'm currently studying English to mean you are studying English right now. These two words sound similar but have totally different meanings and cannot be used interchangeably. Our second example involves two very common words. Sensible means practical or wise. You would say, that's a sensible decision to mean it's a practical and wise choice. Sensitive is quite different. It means easily affected emotionally or emotionally delicate. You would say, she's sensitive about her height to mean she gets upset easily when people mention her height. These words are often confused, but they describe completely opposite qualities. Here's an easy one to remember. A library is a place where you go to borrow books for free. You would say, I borrowed this from the library because you don't own it permanently. A bookstore is a shop where you go to buy books. You would say, I bought this at the bookstore because you own it now. The key difference is borrowing versus buying. This mistake is common because both words relate to books, but they represent different places and purposes. Now let's learn about assist and attend. Assist means to help someone with something. You would ask, can you assist me with this task? Meaning, can you help me? Attend means to be present at an event or meeting. You would say, I will attend the meeting tomorrow, meaning you will go to and be present at the meeting. These words have completely different meanings. One is about helping, the other is about being present. Here's another pair that confuses many learners. Pretend means to act as if something is true when it's not. You would say, she pretended to be asleep, meaning she acted like she was sleeping but wasn't. Intend means to plan to do something in the future. You would say, I intend to finish this today, meaning you plan to complete it today. One is about acting fake, the other is about planning. These are very different concepts. Our final example involves two words about memory. Remember means to recall something from your own memory. You would say, I remember your birthday, meaning you recalled your birthday from your mind. Remind means to help someone else remember something. You would say, please remind me about the meeting, meaning please help me remember to think about the meeting. One is about your own memory, the other is about helping someone else remember. Now that you understand false friends, here are 4 practical strategies to avoid making these mistakes. First, always learn new words in context, not in isolation. Second, practice using new words in complete sentences. Third, when you're unsure about a word, double-check its meaning in a dictionary before using it. Fourth, keep a personal list of commonly confused words so you can review them regularly. Following these strategies will help you master false friends and become a more confident English speaker. Remember this important lesson. Similar-looking words don't always have similar meanings. Never assume that a word you recognize has the meaning you think it does. Always verify the meaning before using it in conversation. Taking this extra moment to confirm can save you from embarrassing mistakes and help you communicate more clearly. Keep practicing, stay curious, and you'll master these tricky false friends in no time.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.